Don't do it. I just got it in position. Please don't mess it up. Hi guys, my name is Sierra. I go by Sweet Bee Cosplay on the internet, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I usually don't do these update type videos, but it felt weird to have just been gone for a couple of weeks and not said anything. So here we are. At the beginning of 2020, I made it my goal to be more active on YouTube because I wanted to share my crafting and my cosplay adventures with you guys. And then coronavirus hit, and I just was not motivated to make YouTube videos because I wasn't motivated to cosplay. I had started to get back into the groove of things about 2 to 3 months ago, where I was excited about costuming again and wanted to do passion projects like Mew Ichiko from Tokyo Mew Mew. And with that, I kind of got more motivation to do my costume reviews or, crafting and, general fandom things again. And I went from posting bi-weekly to kind of dropping off the face of the planet this past month. Post less on Instagram, I started to not post at all on YouTube, and it just felt weird to just come back and make a video not addressing where I went. A lot has changed in the past month or so. The first thing is I got a new job. Essentially what had happened is the job I was working at previously, I was already kind of wanting to leave that job, but what kind of solidified it was when we went on furlough because of the coronavirus. Initially, whenever we went on furlough, it was kind of a wake-up call, and I wasn't too confident that the company would even stay active after all of this. It was a very small business, but I wasn't happy where I was, so I was like, ding ding, time to move on. So I did recently start a new job, and I absolutely love it. I feel like a real adult because I have benefits like health insurance. And along with that new job, I was making a better income than previously. And there's something that I've wanted to do for many, many years that I decided that I was just gonna go ahead and do it. So a couple of years ago, I was living with my cousin Tabitha, and we had jointly gotten a dog. He was a precious little pit bull named Ambrosius, and I loved him so much. But whenever the time came that we separated, I was moving into an apartment complex that did not allow pit bulls, and she was moving into a home with her boyfriend, now husband, and so he went with her. Well, ever since having Ambrosius, I wanted to have a dog of my own. I grew up with a family dog. His name was Tank. He was a chocolate lab, and I loved him dearly. He was with us for quite a while, and just having Ambrosius made me want a dog again. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I do think that I'm a pretty financially reasonable person. And the reason why I never got a dog was because dogs are expensive. You have to go with their food, you have to do shots, you have to take them to the vet, and there's a lot more health concerns with dogs than there typically are with cats. My cats are pretty easy. I've only ever had to take one to the vet once, other than, vaccines and stuff that they need. And that was Tennyson whenever she got her fungal infection a couple of years ago right here on her neck. But health issue-wise, Tennyson and Lemon have been great. With this new job, because I was more financially sound than previously, I decided I was going to bite the bullet and get a dog. I knew that I wanted an Australian Shepherd, but I wanted to get an Australian Shepherd ethically. So, after a long period of research, I found my puppy. And, I'm sure that you guys just, you want me to stop talking, you want to meet him. Here he is. Here's my puppy. I'm just kidding. This is obviously a cat. This is Levin. He just happened to be rubbing up on my leg, so I thought he'd want to say hi. Levin, do you want to say hello? Levin? Thank you, honey. Okay, all jokes aside, let me get the dog in here. Hi, honey. Careful. Oh, you so good. Come here, we're gonna say hi to everybody. Oh! Oh, he's so big. Hi, you wanna say hi? Thank you, thank you. Look at the camera, this way. Hi, Berk. Hi, baby. This is Berk. He is a 16-week-old Australian Shepherd, and he is so sweet, but also a pain in my ass, aren't you? He is currently about 25 pounds, and as you can probably see, a very happy young man. I gotta put him down though, because he's a little heavy for me. I got Berk about, oh my gosh, almost 2 months ago now. I got Berk from a family up in North Carolina, and I love him so much. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys and say that it was an easy transition, because it was not an easy transition whatsoever. For those of you who may know, I have 2 cats, Levin and Tennyson, and they weren't exactly thrilled about me bringing a dog into the family. Tennyson had previously lived with me whenever we had Ambrosius, and for the most part she just tried to stay out of Ambrosius's way, not wanting to really interact with him at all, and typically if he got too close to her she would hiss and smack him. And Levin has never interacted with a dog before, so I knew that this was going to be quite the transition for the animals. So the first thing that I did to introduce them was I kind of let the cats stay in my bedroom the day after I brought Berk home so that they could get his scent, which was around my room, and I let Berk roam around the house where their scents were. For the most part, he could definitely tell that there was somebody else in the house, but he hadn't seen the cats yet. But he was very curious, and Levin was very curious, and they kind of sniffed each other through the door, but you know, that was the only interaction that they had the first day. From there, we did kind of have to integrate a puppy gate to keep Berk in an enclosed area, but I wanted my cats to be able to still come and go as they pleased, because this is their house. It was their house first. You know, to them, Berk is an intruder. What I ended up doing was I took the puppy gate and I kind of closed off the living room area, but I left space so that the cats could come and go from behind the couch. Levin was the one who was the most brave because he is younger and he's never interacted with a dog before. So he would kind of hide behind the couch and peek around at Berk and then go back and leave whenever he didn't want to deal with Berk. Whereas Tennyson was very, very apprehensive. I wanted to point out that every interaction that Berk had with the cats was monitored. I made sure that they were comfortable, and if I saw any signs of them being uncomfortable or angry, I took Berk away from the situation, left him in my room for a couple of minutes, and gave the cat some love. And if you notice that the ring light is jerking, it's because he's chewing on it right now. It was very important for me to do the process of them getting to know each other correctly. I did not want to overwhelm either of the cats, and I didn't want to overwhelm Berk, because at the end of the day, we all need to coexist together. We are now at the point where Berk and Levin actually get along pretty well for the most part. Levin tries to stay high because he, wants to have a place to run away from Berk, but they do chase each other around the house. They do a little bit of play wrestling, and I am always listening to make sure that neither of them are in distress. And if I do hear a noise from Levin that tells me that he is hurt or he is beyond aggravated and doesn't want to wrestle anymore, I still pull Berk away from the situation. Tennyson is a little bit different. I think that it's going to take a very long time for Tennyson to fully adjust to having Berk in the home. And the thing is I don't know what Tennyson's home life was before I adopted her. When I got Levin was just a kitten. Most of his life he has been with me. But when I got Tennyson, she was already 4 years old, and I've only had her for 3. So I don't know what her home life was like before I adopted her. I don't know what her experience with the dog was like before we took her in. She does very well with Berk walking around her, but if she sees that he even so much as looks at her, that's when she gets upset and she will swat at him. I'm trying to teach Berk to let Tennyson have her space And for the most part, he does pretty well about that, but every now and then he tries to get up in her face. And she makes him leave her space. With that being said, I love having him in my life. You know, there are times where he genuinely annoys the crap out of me because he is a puppy. He is a baby. And he demands attention 24/7. From the moment I wake up to the moment we go to bed, he needs my attention. Even right now, you can probably still see that this camera's shaking, and it's because he has to be within my presence. And he is currently just chewing on the stand. But he's a baby. He's teething. It's gonna happen. It's a little bit of a struggle with him because he is a baby and we're trying to train him. As in me and Eric, thank God Eric is here because he is my backup. This is not Eric's dog, but Eric takes care of this dog like it is his dog. And God bless you, Eric, because you could just leave him in his kennel while I'm at work, but you take him out and you play with him and you let him pee, and God, true friendship right there. Ah, Berk! Ideally, I want a dog that will be well behaved. Now I know Berk is a puppy. It's not gonna happen magically overnight. It's gonna take a lot of work, a lot of training, and a lot of entertainment. Australian Shepherds are extremely smart dogs and they need that kind of constant mental stimulation. So I've bought him mental stimulating games. We do training for at least 20 minutes a day and playtime, walks. Gotta keep him entertained. He's so incredibly smart that it's a little bit annoying. Whenever I first initially got him, I wanted to teach him that the bell was how you told me that he had to go outside to pee. He quickly instead associated the bell with going outside to play, so every 15 minutes, ding-a-ling-ling, ding-a-ling-ling. So the bell trick we had to get rid of. I could not deal with the bell trick because he would do this thing where if he rang the bell and I didn't take him outside, he would pee in the house even though he just peed 15 minutes ago. We have gone almost 2 weeks with 0 incidents until yesterday when he peed in the house. But he is catching on to potty training really easily. He knows to go sit by the door when he has to pee. And if he really, really has to go, he will walk from the door to me, to the door to me, to the door to me until I eventually get up and let him go outside. He knows basic commands like sit, come, leave it. He does not walk on his leash very well. He wants to lead the way and he tries to herd me, but we're working on it. Having Berk in my life has been such a joy, but also so much work. And the last couple of weeks have been mostly me just integrating him into the house with the cats and me teaching him the house rules. I just recently started picking back up on doing Mew Ichigo again. And teaching him to leave my fabric alone while I'm working has been interesting, to say the least. But I had to teach the cats to leave it alone, so now I have to teach him to leave it alone. And the only way I can teach him to leave it alone is to do my crafting with him there. I'm sure that there will be a big journey ahead to get him fully accumulated into the house, but I'm really happy to have him. You know, I've wanted a dog for so long, and to be able to financially and mentally have a dog is exciting, and I'm ready for the rest of my life with him. I will start posting again, and I am still going to be trying to keep up with my bi-weekly schedule of every other Friday, but there are no promises. That was me swatting a dog hair out of the way. You might not have been able to see it, but I saw it. I have a lot of things coming up. I just bought a Mitsuri cosplay from Easy Cosplay, which I'm going to be doing a review of, as well as one of Nene Yashiro from Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. So there'll be some cosplay work logs coming up. And I'm also going to be hosting what we are dubbing Quarantine Con, where it's just basically going to be me, Eric, and Josetta, and just chilling out at my house, doing some on-site photo shoots, social distancing from other people because pandemic is still here, and just having fun because we have not seen each other for this entire year, and damn it, I need to see my friends. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I do greatly appreciate your patience and understanding with me taking this time to really collect myself and get used to this new style of life that I have going on right now. If you'd like to see some more nerd content in the future, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. I will be posting a video hopefully every other week that has something to do with cosplay or nerd pop culture. Who knows? I just post whatever I want. And if you are interested in my cosplay, be sure to check out my Instagram at SweetPeaCosplay, where I do post updates on my work in progresses and pictures of cosplays that I have already completed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.